Hey everyone! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lily, and welcome to Baillie House Chapel Week. This year, Baillie has been given the theme of creativity, which has been such an important part of this school year for everyone. This year has been brand new to all of us as we try and come up with new ways to bring our community together. Through creativity, we have been able to overcome these obstacles and create memories to last a lifetime. So I don't want to keep you much longer, but I hope you enjoy what we have put together for you all.
Imagination by John Davidson. There is a dish to hold the sea, a brazier to contain the sun, a compass for the galaxy, a voice to wake the dead and done. That minister of ministers, imagination gathers up. The undiscovered universe, like jewels in the jasper cup. Its flame can mingle north and south, its ancient with the thunder strive. The ruddy sentence of its mouth can make the ancient dead alive, the mart of power, the font of will, the form and mold of every star, the source and bound of good and ill, the key of all good things that are. Imagination, new and strange, in every age, can turn the year, can shift the pole slightly, and change the mood of men, the world's career.
Throughout researching for this sermon, we found that there are so many different definitions for creativity that it is difficult today to tell you what creativity really is and what it may mean to you. Here are a few definitions that truly resonated with us. Creativity is the act of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality. Creativity is also characterized by the ability to perceive the world in new ways. Lastly, creativity is the ability to develop and express ourselves and our ideas in new ways. It is going beyond the usual and stepping outside the box. We are creative in everything we do and how we choose to adapt to any situation.
So the day I left South Africa was the scariest day of my life. Well, that's what I thought at the time. Just imagine moving away from your home country, leaving your family, your friends, and your culture behind. I really thought I had everything simply because I was in my comfort zone. My friends and my family were literally always there beside me, and the thought of not seeing them for a few months haunted me. I remember my first day here at Appleby, grade 9 little me trying so hard to understand and adjust to this new environment. Luckily, the Appleby community is so filled with kindness, joy, and love. And looking back, I noticed how I chose different creative ways to adapt and adjust to my new lifestyle. It was tricky, but it was worth it. I met people from different kinds of cultures and backgrounds. Vicky and I were quad mates in our grade 9 year, and if you know us, you would think that we were close from the first day of boarding, but that's not the case. We started becoming very close towards the end of grade 9 to the point where we planned our whole room arrangements to become roommates in grade 10.
As Langa said, we were not always best friends. We honestly never even talked unless it was to say we were using the bathroom. I was stuck in many ways, thinking that I am only coming to Appleby for school. And I have so many friends back home, it honestly seemed pointless. Looking back, I was scared to get on my box. I honestly think I just walked into her room one day and sat on her bed, and the rest was history. In grade 10, we were roommates. Thank you, Miss Chow. Since then, I have watched us grow together as friends and as individuals. I have watched us compromise and respect each other, no matter how hard the situation. Sometimes the relationship in your life require creativity. It could be with anybody, even your teachers. When a student is not understanding content, teachers have to find new ways to keep them engaged and eager to learn. I will show my affection through physical touch. Langa is a complete opposite, but she will go beyond her usual to make me feel loved in our relationship, like buying me flowers. We are creative in how we are friends with each other. Creativity is important to our friendship. And I know you can think right now about so many relationships in your life where you must go beyond your usual and adapt to situations. During COVID, it is very important to stay creative. Here are some hacks on how to channel creativity in your everyday life. Pay attention to the little thoughts. We have a tendency to try and shut up our minds and thinking that our little thoughts distract us from what is more important. That's not the case. Be more positive. Life can be challenging, but staying happy and optimistic can lead to long-term success. Go around problems and embrace craziness. If your safest solution have failed or are proving to be stagnant, shake things up with creative twists that may seem crazy, unrealistic, or even silly. Embrace your inner child. The mindset and ability to play may actually open creativity channels and the imagination to promote personal success. Visualize your destination. Visualization can lead to greater trust and intuition in people, and it can also help allow us to really picture ourselves on our journey, going through various steps in reaching our destination.
So, to end our sermon, I just want to be real with you all. Creativity does not have a start and an end. It is simply laying here in all of us, and you have to remind yourself that this is your path known only to you. Live with uncertainty and always find ways to change your mindset to accommodate the unpredictability of the unknown. Thank you for listening.
The cardboard sign. Once a young man was passing by a street when he saw an old man sitting on the side of the road begging for money.
The old man was sitting there with an empty bowl in front of him and a cardboard sign.
On the cardboard cutout, it was written, "Blind, please help."
The young man noticed that despite it being rush hour and many people passing by the old man, no one was giving him any money.
The young man felt very bad that no one was helping the old man or giving him money, so he went to the old man and took the cardboard sign out of his hand. He then took a thick marker out of his pocket and turned the cardboard over, writing on the back of the sign before he left.
The old man noticed that someone was there writing on the board but didn't say anything.
Just in a few minutes, the once empty bowl had become filled with money. The old man noticed this and stopped a stranger to ask him what was written on the cardboard sign.
The stranger replied, "It says, 'It is a beautiful day, you can see it and I cannot.'"
The moral of this story is that our choice of words and language can create positive or negative effects on others. If we choose the right words, we can truly connect with people and change their views.
Hey Appleby. When I first heard that our chapel theme was creativity, I got so excited. Genuinely. Creativity is and has been for 3 years running one of my top 3 character strengths. But more importantly, it's one of the values that I hold closest to my heart. When people think of creativity, a lot of the time they think painting and art, and then music and dance and all of those kind of things too. But what we don't really think about are why those things are considered creative. And I would actually go as far as to argue that some of them are not. Let's take music as an example. I play piano and I have most of my life. And let me tell you, there is nothing creative about me sitting down and scrambling my way through a number of bars trying to learn the notes. It's repetitive, it's tedious, and honestly, it's kind of boring. Just because it's an art doesn't mean that it's always creative. Now, I am definitely not saying that there is no creativity in music, but the creativity comes later when it comes down to the interpretation of the piece, when it comes down to what you want to say and the picture you want to create. When I know those notes well enough, playing that music is an incredible form of self-expression, and I know that that is creative. And other things can be creative too. Anyone who knows me knows that I am a huge computer science geek. I absolutely love coding and puzzling and all that kind of thing, which is really funny because I'm definitely more of an arts person. But to me, computer science is creative. Taking a problem, brainstorming different ways to solve it, and breaking it down into smaller problems, and then piecing them back together with a million different options on how to do it. I mean, what's more creative than that? For a while now, I have really struggled with what I want to do. I love problem solving, so I was always told study sciences. But that didn't really work for me. At the same time, I didn't necessarily love arts, but I loved writing and music and philosophy. And the one thing that those arts have in common with computer science and problem-solving parts of math is that they're all based in creativity, which was something that I only recently realized. So as guidance probably knows, I have no idea which career path I want to go into. And I am proud to say that I am one of the few people who struggled last year in career studies. But at least I know that creativity is what binds my interests together, and that has been invaluable to me. So what is creativity to me? Creativity is about recognizing a path that people have drawn and drawing your own instead. It's about seeing things that others fail to, and it's about allowing yourself to step away from the should tense. You shouldn't do anything. You are your own person, and there is no one telling you how to live your life. Now, don't go murdering anyone, but stop thinking about things as how to do them the way that others have, but rather, how can you do them? If you can find a better way to brush your teeth than putting toothpaste on a toothbrush, then use it. If you can create a utensil that functions better than a fork for you, use that instead. Be aware of your needs and desires and hone your skills in a way to make your life as easy but as interesting as possible. It's funny because actually some of the most useful inventions came from people who noticed problems and sought their own unique way to create a solution. My favorite example of this is the Tangle Teaser, which was actually featured on Dragon's Den in 2009. As someone with moderately frizzy hair, which is a mess 90% of the time, that brush is almost invaluable, particularly when I was a child. So going back to what I was saying before, even something like entrepreneurship or business is so creative. I guess the point I'm trying to make is art does not equal creativity, and creativity does not equal art. There's so much more to it than that. No, creativity is not the work that comes out of your paintbrush. It's the thoughts that control it. It's the harmonious way of thinking that disregards the norm and establishes a whole new realm of options. And honestly, I think it's kind of incredible. So thank you for listening.
Lord, thank you for creation itself and the incredible gifts and talents you generously entrust to us. May we appreciate and develop these talents, always recognizing that they come from you and remain yours. Guide us in using them for the benefit of everyone that we touch, so that they may be more aware of your creative presence and develop the creativity entrusted to them for the good of others. Help us also to use your talents to bring your creative spark and new possibilities to your world, living out our call to be an integral part of your creative force. Amen.
I feel like new sunglasses, like a brand new pair of jeans. I feel like taking chances. I feel a lot like 17. I feel like windows roll down new city streets and cabs. I feel like anything can happen, laughing. You take me right back when we were kids. Never thought I'd feel like this. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. I feel like a young John Cusack, like making big mistakes. I feel like for the first time in a long time, I am not afraid. I feel like a kid. Never thought it'd feel like this. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. Like when I close my